setting up Claude Code to absolutely take over the world for you and quite literally just run workflows that you've just thought about and essentially portrayed your ideas to Claude. So the benefit of this setup we're going to go through right now is it will create end-to-end workflows for you for the more linear, simple tasks, and then it will go and create the workflows it needs for itself to do. And essentially you will have a whole autonomous system for doing whatever your heart desires, to doing your outreach, to messaging your mom, to calling your teachers to say, hey baby girl, I'm taking over the world, can't be in today. I don't know where I was going with that, but I hope you get the idea. So if you haven't watched the previous video, it outlines end-to-end automations versus agentic automations and what are the key differences and why people are using these wrong, okay? Why they're using it wrong is because they're not using it together. They're not merging the two and taking over the world with them together. If you don't know, get to know. It should be linked here. Jacob, I don't know, Jacob do something. Jacob, sick. Okay, so Jacob's already done something. Let's get straight into it. So let's just start up with the setup, Claude Code. Okay, so what you want to do is as follows. You want to go and search Cursor. You can use any IDE you want, or you can use Claude Code on your terminal. Personally, I use Cursor. I just love their IDE, which is, I think, integrated development environment, if I'm not mistaken. Jacob, if I'm wrong, fact check that, okay? But essentially why I like Cursor so much is just, as you can see here, the environment, just how it looks, the filing system, the access you have to everything. I love it, okay? So that's what I'm going to be using. You can use VS Code, you can use the terminal, you can use it on Claude Desktop, I'm pretty sure. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it, but it is what it is. Do what your heart desires. So this is what you'll be hit with. You'll be hit with a lovely blank screen like so. And how you do this is you literally just open up a file. So let me show you guys. So once you've downloaded Cursor, this is what you're hit with. All you need to do, click Open Projects and hit New Folder. Name it whatever your heart desires and click Create. What it will do, it will take you to a lovely page like so. Everything's clean and your project name will be here. I've got something in here because I'm just going to like that. Nope, I'm not. I added this in here. This file will be below. So what it does is essentially, let's just take a step back. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So you'll be hit by a page like this, okay? All you need to know about Cursor, files on the left and chat will be in the middle here. It may look quite daunting at first. Do not worry, you'll get a hang of it very, very quickly. Now, to get Claude Code sorted, bang, these 4 dots on the right here. I've got it here. If you don't worry. Just type in Claude Code and hit enter, okay? Bang, it comes up right there. And all you do is click install. It will take you to your Anthropic instance. All you do is hit accept and you get hit by this, okay? What you need to do then is click these 3 dots and open our lovely Claude Code, okay? That simple, that easy. And now you've got Claude Code running and sexy as ever. So that's what we need. We need Claude Code. And the other thing we need is, for the time being, Cinta. What we are going to be using Cinta for is essentially creating these end-to-end automations or getting Claude to create these end-to-end automations on your instance. Okay, I hope that makes sense. They have a 3-day free trial that you can utilize. So what you do is you'll go on Cinta, you just go on their homepage, wherever that is, homepage, dashboard, Cinta, Copilot or MCP, use the MCP, and that's how you're going to be using it. You create API and you add your end-to-end instance, you add your instance end-to-end URL, end-to-end API key, and add your login details. You may be worried and scared about this. I don't care. Do you know why I add these login details? Because it's able to use essentially self-healing. It just goes on your instance and debugs your entire workflow for you. So I would recommend that. I wouldn't imagine they're going to steal my login credentials, but I would just chuck that in there, to be completely honest with you. You set it up, easy as that. Now you go setup guides, beautiful, installations, scroll down to Claude Desktop, and you go settings, connectors, add custom connectors, Cinta MCP. So we're going to show you how to do that right now. You go into Claude, right here, and you go /MCP. So manage MCP servers, continue to terminal launching. Where has my terminal open? Let me find that. Okay, my terminal is just behind everything. It just needs to load. Okay, I don't know why I opened up on the right-hand side here. All I did was just the exact same thing, /MCP. Yes, I trust this folder. Just click 1. Why is it opening? There we are. Okay, so there it is. It's checking our MCP. ClickUp, Firewall, Cinta, MCP. So what you'd need to do is you go on to Cinta right here, and all you need to do is you just copy this URL and you say, we want to add this MCP. Okay, so what I did is I went to MCP connectors. You literally just say, we want to add this MCP. We want to get this thing cooking, okay? All you need to do is really just follow these details here. You literally go settings, connectors, add custom connector, name, remote, and then as good as that, okay? So what we are doing now, you need to authenticate. So it's connected, MCT docs or hope, Cinta server, just hit enter. And you go re-authenticate to, takes you to this page, and you say allow. Authentication successful, close that, go back on to Claude Code. Authentication successful, reconnect to Cinta MCP, refresh and continue. What you can just say is you can terminate and just say, can you search for the Slack node making use of the Cinta MCP? Okay, just double check everything's working. Literally you can just do /MCP status, Fireflies, MCP connected, bang, bang, bang. So you don't actually need to go and just do what I did, but it'll say here, connected, blah, 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 blah. Easy as that. So let's actually just escape. Let's just go, yes, allow Cinta MCP. Easy as that. We are connected, Cinta is working, Claude Code is looking sexy, and we're ready to go. So now what we have is this Claude MD file. So what this does is essentially outlines to Claude how to create these automations. Okay, it's really that simple, that easy, and that incredible. So what it does, it just outlines an architecture to go. So it goes create workflows, agents, and tools, blah, 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 how to use this, how to adapt it. So this is for agentic workflows. What I like to do is I've got a different one, but the thing is I've got a different Claude MD file that helps integrate end-to-end workflows into these automations. But what I wanted to give you guys this one is so you can learn essentially how to best tailor the tools for your needs. I hope that makes sense, but it's essentially like learning how to create an automation to best suit you. I don't want to walk and hold your hand through everything because you can't learn like that. So we want you to get the most tailored approach for how you think, how you go about, and your clients at the end of the day. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. What should we create? Let's create like an outreach system, just lovely outreach system, because who loves outreach? Absolutely nobody. We want to create a detailed outreach system that uses some site to get client details. It needs to possibly research the client if needed before we email them. We will likely personally email them from our email and possibly even LinkedIn. You need to think about how we can go about to best create this automation. We want to also use some end-to-end integrations possibly for the lead search just because it's easiest, and we will make use of Cinta when using this. But let's just think about how to create this workflow and the best processes to take. Okay, bang, I'm using Whisperflow, easy as that. Guys, I can never stress this more. When you're creating a workflow, just put it into plan mode the first shot. It's really that simple. Hit enter, and here it is. It's going to go in plan, it's going to contemplating, all that stuff, so on and so forth. I'll be back when it's done. Also, just a reminder, it will hit you with these things. Literally just say yes, allow, yes, allow, yes, allow, yes, allow. Okay, so all it's doing is essentially, it's just reading files and making use of different MCPs. Just keep kicking yes, to be honest. This is just in plan mode, so it's just reading all the files, okay? So don't worry, it's reading, it's not attacking your computer. So what I would usually do is when it's doing big changes, so like if you've already created an automation and it's going and possibly editing information, I would just look over it because it won't hurt. If you even don't even understand code, you can just go and understand and just read what it's doing. Okay, like that is just a confusing session configuration, so ignore that. But I'll just have a read through just to make sure that it actually is doing the right thing and not just going off on a tangent as AI likes to do. And on what AI likes to do, I think I'm going to create a video about how I'm utilizing Claude Bot, because I can't lie, I've been getting absolutely incredible value out of it. I don't know about why other people have been complaining and shutting it down. I think it's a major skill issue on their behalf, is what it is. But I'm definitely going to be creating a video on how I'm utilizing Claude Bot and how you should too. And don't worry, I'm going to tell you how to set up on a VPS. I may or may not have got a Mac Mini, but we don't need to worry about that right now. I used it for a solid 2-3 weeks on a VPS, realized that it's just absolutely goated, and got a Mac Mini. Key benefit behind the Mac Mini, I feel, is you can run Olama for the heartbeat. I mean, to be honest, it saves you like probably £10 a month, but irrelevant. It's like trying to be smart and shit. But we'll get into all of that when the time comes. Let's just figure this out and finish this. So this is one of the major benefits of Claude Code. It always tries to ask you more questions and just like figure out what the best approach is. So what are your leads coming from? I'd probably just say like Apollo is a good shout. Then you go, probably, that's a good shout. Why is it not allowing us to accept the heli? What the hell? So one of the key benefits of Claude Code is it will ask you these beautiful questions. Where are your leads coming from? What are the type of clients you're targeting, B2B company, blah, 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 blah. So you just answer the questions. As simple as that. We want Apollo maybe, also maybe LinkedIn scraping, email setup, Gmail setup, will be personal. How do you want to handle LinkedIn outreach, automated DM, or just research? Let's do some full DM outreach. Okay, CRM storage. I like to use Airtable. It depends on your heart's desire. I'll just use Airtable, which is the easiest to integrate with AI. You just set it up, get an API, slap it in there, and it's as easy as that. So while it's getting the bigger picture, nice, I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so now we're on to the big baller task. Okay, our beautiful Claude has gone about and created our to-do list. Explore key end-to-end configurations, get best practices for outreach and automation flows, review templates, 7,300 LinkedIn DMs plus Airtable patterns, design complete system architecture, design Airtable schema, design AI outreach agent, design personalized strategy, plan risk mitigation and implementation phase, align with WAT process. Wow. Holy WAT. Okay, WAT's this. Don't worry, it's not WAT. Chill out, okay? But I could be just like teasing you right now, but I don't know, it's been 14 minutes. I don't know how long you guys are willing to wait. So what I do is I go through this entire process, start to finish, to even starting the outreach on my school community in much more detail, much longer, much more envisioned, much less irritating, if you would like to say that. But I think we may have to can it there. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. I know you're very busy, very high intense, high energy people. I've also got a lot more work to do, and it's currently 10:30 and I'm flying out the country tomorrow. So on that note, I will try my best to get as many YouTube videos out as possible. I do know you guys really love this, but everything is there's just so much work going on. The agency is absolutely flying. The SaaS is destroying me. And the school community, there is a lot of work, but it's very fun. I'm still enjoying everything. But I'm going to try my best to get these YouTube videos out, but they do take quite a bit of time to plan. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will possibly leave all the schemas and stuff below, but if not, really, just follow this process and tailor everything to your needs. The benefit with all of this, it's so autonomous. Like, all you need to do is just look at your screen and just click OK here and there. Yeah, geez, what a time to be alive. Guys, please, if there is anything you need, any videos you specifically want, drop them down below. I'm going to try my best to go much harder when I get back from this trip. But oh, geez, business is just so busy. It's as easy as that. So just reach out, let me know. Can catch me on X. I mean, I'm quite good to respond there. So if you do need any questions or any issues you have or any just questions you want answered, guys, just leave them below and I'll try my best to get back to them. But as always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.